He was drunk. He's always drunk.
Ciao, old Thomas here. We are gathered here today to begin our journey into RWBY Volume 3, also known as the volume that traumatized a generation and changed us all. For better or for worse, I'm not really sure. You know, revisiting RWBY has been very interesting because this was such a fundamental part of my media consumption when I was younger, and going back with more fresh eyes, more experienced eyes, having had the turbulent relationship that I have with this show. I don't know, I feel like I'm getting to like experience it through a new light, and while I am seeing a lot of the flaws that I didn't long ago, I feel like that's also a kind of fun process. It's like getting to know this thing better and, you know, learning about it and also myself. And I hope y'all are enjoying that. I'm especially excited for this one because this is really the turning point for the show when it tries to like become something greater. And I think for Volume 3 specifically, that slaps. For what comes after Volume 3, that's a different tale, but that's not our concern for right now. So, you know. Okay, I have to say, like, this view of the cliff at sunset actually looks really good. I really like the vibe of this. Or is it sunrise? I don't know. I just really, really like the somber tone this is making.
Hey, Mom. Sorry I haven't come by in a while. Things have been pretty busy.
Oh, starting on RWBY talking to her mom's grave, I think there's something about it that feels so grounded and somber compared to the way that the previous volumes have started. And I think it really suits what Volume 3 is going to be in the end.
We've also stopped some bad guys, too. I guess it's like they say. Like mother, like daughter.
I wish we knew more about Summer as a character. We always hear about her, but we don't actually like get to learn who she was. She's just kind of this vague, nebulous idea of a role model for RWBY.
I still wonder why Ozpin let me into the school early.
Silver eyes.
Don't think I don't notice the rendition of All Our Days Going. How dare you?
It was good to talk.
That was really cute. I wish we got more about like RWBY's emotional state rather than just like a recap of things. But you know, as a way to start the volume, I actually really like that. Ooh, okay. The floating like Coliseum, so cool, I must say.
Welcome to the final festival tournament live from the Amity Coliseum.
What a dope way to play into like the sci-fi aspect of this, to have a fucking floating arena that can go to any kingdom. That's so cool. And I also love all the dust in the bottom of it too that makes it float. Port and Oobleck narrating the tournaments as spectators, that is fun. Although it's like y'all are explaining the rules in the middle of a fight.
If this is your first time watching, allow us to break down the rules.
We're in the middle of a fight!
I'm like, okay, that's... Why didn't we just, like, have them explain the rules and then Team RWBY steps into the arena? Like, give them a glorious moment to, like, enter, like, in shadow and show off one by one. Why start in the middle of a fight and then break immersion immediately? Oh, RWBY, some things never change.
The tournament is divided into 3 distinctive rounds. Teams, doubles, and singles. Age and school year are irrelevant.
Okay, that is cool. I would like to know who's won previous years. Like, which academies have won, which students have won. Like, who won the last tournament? I would love it if there was, like, beef of, like, maybe Atlas won and Beacon's like, we're gonna take you down. Which, you know, would be fueled by how shitty Atlas has been. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, all the 2D images...
With your broke ass.
They don't really bother me all that much. Maybe it's just because RWBY is, you know, a dinky little series where in the first 3 volumes I don't mind that shit. Oh my god, I remember this Reese bitch. The fact I remember her name, oh my god. But her hoverboard that turns into the guns is so cool. We were all so obsessed. Because we were diseased, and we still are. If I remember correctly, they also lowered the frame rate of this volume compared to volumes 1 and 2. It looks kind of janky during the fights, but I think it's actually an improvement outside of them.
My BFF!
No.
Yes.
The choreography is kind of lacking compared to the first 2 volumes. It's not bad, but I forget if volume 3 started production before or after Monty's passing. I would have to double check on that. But this feels a little bit different from how Monty usually did things. Ooh, it's my turn! Oh, I remember this song ruled me when I was younger. It really resonated with me. I know it's a Weiss-specific song, but I don't know. I like to imagine the way it could work for all the RWBY girls. Like they've all had someone telling them they ain't shit, and now here they are proving themselves in the tournament. Ooh, I like the piano picking up as Blake is looking all cool. She's really popping off with the way she's using her shadows too. That's cool. Go Blake, yeah. Oh yeah, the aura as health bars. Good lord. Yeah, health bars in like non-interactive media, I'm not a big fan, but I'll let it slide. Not Weiss trapping them in a gigantic fucking ball of ice. That was sick. That was sick as fuck. Yeah, this, I think her name is Arslan. I love the way that she's using these ribbons to like yo-yo around the arena. Yeah, this is a really nice way to show off how much their teamwork has improved since the beginning of the show. I really actually like opening volume 3 on this. Like, it establishes the tournament, establishes the RWBY girlies, and shows how much they've improved. I also noticed RWBY's reds are so much darker than they usually are. I miss the vibrant reds, I'm not going to lie. Oh, that was a cute transition. Okay.
We did it! Is anyone else starving?
I may have worked up an appetite.
Bitch, me too!
Okay, where are the fairgrounds supposed to be, like, geographically? Okay, yeah, they're at Beacon, but, like, where exactly at Beacon? Like, what? I still need a map of this goddamn place.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, not your daddy calling you? Ooh, girl. I feel you, girl. My phone is also a source of stress.
Might be hard to eat without this. Good to see you, RWBY.
She is as fake as press-on nails. Hey, baby girl!
Emerald, you fake-ass stylish bitch. Is it bad I see the robots patrolling in the background and my brain immediately goes, oh no, police violence, police violence!
You guys were awesome.
Oh, stop it. Shut your stupid up.
RWBY, stop having a gay panic. Stop it. Stop it right now. She's evil. Did y'all miss that fight or something? Oh, Neo's all designed that everyone also lost their minds over, okay? Not Cinder's team killing them all before the biomes could even get activated.
Well, as the leader of this team, I've thought long and hard about this decision.
We put it to a vote. We voted for Weiss and Yang.
That does make sense. Yang is physically the strongest and Weiss has the most, like, formal training. And her semblance is the most versatile. Also, nice combo because you rarely get to see Weiss and Yang together. Still more than RWBY and Blake, though. Ugh.
How can they be so happy all the time?
Did you at least get what we want?
It's the heiress and the bimbo.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Emerald, you heinous bitch. How dare you say things about my girls that are entirely true. Oh, hi, Yuri Lowenthal. I gotta say, Yuri is a really good fit for Mercury. He's got the sleazy energy for Mercury down. Oh, right. She likes fish because cat. I've talked about it before. I'm not talking about it again. Yikes in a basket.
What? How can my card be declined? It was barely into my monthly allowance.
Oh, no.
Not throwing the card like it's a fucking shuriken. Good lord. I believe we call that financial abuse. Oh my god, yes. I'm really glad that the fun humor is still here. It's a lot more toned down compared to Volume 2, which I think is only fitting. But it's still here. It's still got that cute, quirky little spirit.
If I barf, I'm blaming you.
Oh, aiming at the enemy.
Nora, that's disgusting.
Oh, right. And now Neith is voicing Ren because of Monty's passing. It is quite different, but I think Neith does a pretty good job as Ren. I actually kind of like how deep his voice is for Ren. I think it suits his personality quite well.
We've got a world-renowned fighter on our team. What's basically a ninja. I can bench 5 of me. Jean.
Not the Jean shade, although keep it coming, girl. Oh, Ren and Nora, you exist. It's so weird. Rewatching this, I'm like, there's so much less of Ren and Nora than I remember there being, which is like wild because I remember myself and everyone else being like feral for them. I'm like, damn, we really went psycho over scraps.
The worst that could happen is we lose. Then it's just a few more years of walking around school with everyone knowing we're failures. Our friends will slowly abandon us to preserve their social status. We won't be able to show our faces in class. No one's gonna look after you. And Bren and I have no parents, so we have no home left to go to.
Excuse me. Excuse me what?
Nor is me panicking about the future every 5 to 10 business days.
We should be looking forward to a fight with actual guidelines and not, well, murderers.
Piero, when have you ever had to worry about that? That's mostly a Team RWBY thing.
Violent extremists.
Blake, I believe the word you're looking for is civil rights activists. Good God. Good Lord.
Violent extremists.
Yeah, there's like no mention of the post-credit scene in this volume at all. So it's so weird. It's like they want it to be a dream. And I'm like, what? Why? See, this would have been so cool if like Raven had warned Yang something was going to happen and Yang was like a bit on edge through the episode. I would have loved that. But no, we can't have nice things.
Even if you know how a story ends, that doesn't make it any less fun to watch.
She's got a point.
I mean, that is true though. If it's a good story, it will age like wine. Unlike this. Also, Cinder's outfit, god-awful. Why are there so many bandages? Like, girl, why? They're not stylish. They're ugly. I get you can't wear your cocktail dress because that's your villainess dress, but like, come on. Yeah, the arena, like, being able to switch different biomes is so cool. That's such a cool touch. Why? Is Magenhill, like, black now? What the hell? Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the weapons, the colors are, like, rarely consistent, and it's very confusing. Oh, when it falls. Starting on a gorgeous piano, a somber shot of a rose, and then butt rock. I remember being like, this is so edgy and cool. I love it. And now I'm just like, oh, this is so over the top. Casey's poor voice. The Grim, like, on the wall of Ozpin's office, and then it breaking to be the Atlas military. That's a sick shot. Stop promising me Weiss versus Emerald, okay? And Ruby versus Cinder. That one's also a lie. Winter and Crow! I'm still wondering why Winter was introduced in this volume when she, like, does nothing and is barely ever here. Yeah, this intro, ooh. I mean, it's doing its job, I guess. It's like, danger's coming, children. You're not prepared. Which, I mean, I do appreciate. I think it's just, you can feel that the volume is, like, more somber than the first two, but it's like, there's not this sense of, like, something's coming. You know what I mean? There's not this sense of something is looming just out of sight and we don't know what it is. Again, if Yang had been warned by Raven that shit was gonna go bad, Beacon was gonna fall, and maybe Blake talked to her about it, maybe if there was more tension in the atmosphere, then that would click. But it's like, overall, it's like, this is technically a good way to start the volume, but like, it feels like a lot of stuff is missing. It feels janky. It feels not quite right. And not in the way where they want it to feel not quite right. And now, Chapter 2, New Challengers. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've never really liked this episode all that much. Like, yeah, I guess technically it's important to see Team Juniper's fight, but I don't know why we need the Sun fight. I really don't. It's just, I don't know. It's like, it feels like time we should be taking to like build towards the coming disaster is just kind of being used to like show us fights we don't care about. Like, girl, I don't know ways to tell you that I don't care. I think especially because for Team Juniper, it's all just been Jean. Like, there's been no Nora content, there's been no Ren content, and all the Pyrrha content only exists because it gets filtered through her crush on Jean. Like, it all gravitates around him, and his teammates don't feel like real characters. So I am just like, why should I care about their fight? I don't. All right, let's just get this over with, shall we?
Retreat!
Loser.
Oh yeah, isn't it like one of the guys on the enemy team here like based on the bronze kneecap from like the Fairly Odd Parents?
I warned you not to make me use this. Now I'm using it!
That's such a random, wild thing to know. Part of me loves it, but part of me is also like, what the fuck?
Loser.
Is it me or does Ren have like no endurance? It feels very easy to knock Ren out. Yeah, the fight here is definitely not as impressive as the fights from the first 2 volumes. The animation feels very janky, and the lower frame rate is not helping. Did she hit him in the balls? Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Yep, there we go. The high voltage semblance. I mean, it is very cool. Nice reference to Thor. And I do like it being pink lightning. At least I remember it being pink lightning. The fact that we only learn about Nora's semblance in this episode and we didn't know it for 2 whole volumes up until this point. Disservice. That is a disservice. Okay, the biomes being able to like generate storms. That's a cool touch. That's cool. Oh, she's just ninja hopping. Okay. Not like using her weapon to rocket her up with the momentum. She just can ninja leap. Okay. Yeah, stuff like that. It's small stuff where it starts, where they stop using their weapons to like rocket themselves. They just are suddenly capable of leaping great bounds. Or even stuff like that where it's like, it looks kind of cool at first, but then you try to figure out like what's happening. It just feels a lot less impressive than it used to. Like already I'm noticing a dip in the quality of the fights. Where like it's competent, but it's not at the level of excellence it once was. I do love heart grenades though. I love heart rocket launcher. Behold the power of love or whatever.
Ren, Nora, flower power!
Wait, what?
That's your team attack name.
Since when?
Oh no. Oh no, they try to make this into like a joke. Oh my god. I'm not going to lie, I don't find this funny. I think I found this funny at one point, but no longer.
Pyrrha, you and I are Argos. It's that thing where we take our shields, remember?
Arcos?
Yeah, it's our names put together.
Right, no, I get it.
Oh, and the ship name is the... This is time that could have been spent on the actual story instead of whatever this is. I hate that we all went feral for this. God, we were a desperate people.
We're in the middle of a fight! And we're in the middle of a conversation! What don't you get about that?
The ironic part is that joke can accurately describe all of the fights in the show from this season onward. And I think that's also accurate audience representation there. Oops.
Nora, just hit him with the hammer.
Got it.
Well, at least Thora. I called her Thora. Well, at least Nora accurately brings about Ragnarok. So, you know, good for her. I love Nora. Nora writes. Nora reparations on my desk Monday morning. And no, Volume 4 doesn't count.
Those kids weren't half bad.
Oh, hi, Crow. I really hate that you're voiced by a sex pest. Oh my god, I'm just remembering the whole Vic Mignogna drama in the fandom, and it was very Me Too backlash. It was very... Oh, good lord. I don't like remembering that era. Whatever. I'll link a video on the subject that goes into depth about that shit. I don't want to talk about it for too long, but it just like learning about Vic, I'm like, I would like to unknow everything that I know, please. Of course, Sun's abs are on one of the posters. Of course, the pretty boys have all the fangirls and some fanboys.
Good luck, Neptune!
Ladies.
Bring your stupid face, Indigo!
Always. Please raise your standards, girl. Maybe the sun fight was worth it just for that Weiss moment. Sage and Scarlet exist, I guess. I don't know. And I know Scarlet's gay, but it's like Scarlet is barely a character and the gay confirmation only happens in a supplemental thing like 5 people read. Like, can we please stop treating this like it's revolutionary rep? And if I'm correct, I think Team Indigo is like, I forget what it was. It had something to do with Indiegogo. It was like some kind of contest where some fans won and they got to like be represented in the show by Team Indigo. I think that's cute. I think that is cute, even if it's pointless.
Neptune's afraid of the water.
Neptune being afraid of the water when he's literally like based on the god of the sea. That is kind of funny though. I still hate him, and this only makes me wish he would drown. But you know, yeah, I think like Scarlet is based on, I forget if it's either Peter Pan or Captain Hook. I can't quite remember. Sage, I think, is just Aesop's Fables or whatever. It's so weird. It's like, what do you mean? Like, and then that gets weirder with the Aesop. Like, what? Sage barely matters.
Young ladies, what you must do is dodge the attack.
Good thing she told us. Otherwise, I would have just stood there till I'd finally get hit.
Also, don't think I noticed that the darkest member of Team Sun is the one that y'all do the least with. Don't think I didn't notice. Really? He got thrown out that fast? Are you kidding me? He didn't do anything. He just stood there and let himself get hurt. That's how you know that the fights are never going to recover. Good God. Did Sun just break her neck? Oh my God. The fuck? Oh yeah, the gunchucks are gone, like, until volume 5, I think. It's so weird. It's like, what do you mean you broke the model? How is that possible? How the fuck do Poser and Maya work to where that's possible? Oh, I see. We're having Peter Pan and or Captain Hook fight on the pirate ship. How very clever of us. Okay, having all the knives in your dress, that is cool. I think I've just kind of mentally checked out because I just don't care about this fight. I just kind of want to get to like an actual plot.
Nuts. This child.
Like, I remember introducing RWBY to like a friend for the first time, and I think she still hates me for it. I remember describing volume 3 as the part where the plot actually finally kicks in, but it's only for the back half because we were going through the first few episodes and we were like, nothing is happening. And she was like, you've lied to me. You've lied to me. There's less plot than usual.
What fight are you here for?
That one. Ooh.
Oh, Crow, you drunkard. Oh, God.
Oh, gee darn it.
Oh, that poor random man. He seems so cute. The bad luck has struck again. That'll make sense. Well, never, but technically a volume from now.
Looks like the dorks made it to the next round.
Emphasis on dork.
Not fall in love with you being relegated to background noise. Oh, I don't really care about this song that much, but I feel like it deserved a bit better. I also realized that Blake knowing about Neptune's sphere, how would she know that but the others don't? To me, that gives like Blake and Sun are dating and like she learned about it while they were dating. I don't know. I just wish characters actually like dated and stuff and hung out like that. That'd be cute. Like, I don't think Blake and Sun would be endgame, but I think it would be a very cute like relationship they could both learn a lot from. I really appreciate their friendship specifically. I don't know. I just wish more animated shows like let characters date and date multiple people, and also when they break up, stay friends.
She's here.
Oh, hi, Winter. Not her dramatically flying over the tournament to make an impression and to also tell Weiss, I have arrived, baby sister. Okay, so at least that episode went by faster than I expected. I expected that to drag on because I'd be in pain. That felt like nothing. That episode kind of gave us nothing. I guess if you are already endeared to these characters, like Team Juniper and Team Sun, you would probably enjoy this a lot more. But I'm just kind of like, we already have such limited time, and this is supposed to be a very important volume. Can we get to the actual story, please?
Never. No.
All right, now volume 3, chapter 3. It's Brawl in the Family. Okay, I must say, Excellent title. I very much approve. So we get to meet Winter and Crow. Yay! Lore, family, drama. I see my dark chant has finally come to fruition. I will say though, Winter is not in this volume as much as she should be. Good lord. And I get Winter being here. I wish she was here for longer, but we'll get into that later. I wish Jacques was here. I kind of wish that Jacques like came to the Vital Festival like to confront Weiss in person, but also, I don't know, maybe doing business things in Vale for the tournament. I don't know. But like to have those two like integral forces in Weiss's life be present, I think could have really added to the drama of this season. And yeah, I just realized this would also get into other things later on. Do I get into them now or do I just save them for later? My point is, it has something to do with I wish Jacques had more to do with the evil going on behind the scenes than he actually does. But you know, whatever. Let's just do this, shall we?
Who is she? Winter, your sister?
Oh, Blake and Yang didn't come with us? Okay. It's just Ruby and Weiss? I mean, I don't mind that, but okay. Blake and Yang said, oh, your sister? Oh, we don't fucking care. We don't need more than one Schnee on this campus.
Winter! I'm so happy to see you! Oh, your presence honors us.
Hello, Elizabeth Maxwell. Good to see you.
The air feels different.
I mean, it is fall, so... So, what are you doing here?
Classified.
Translation, the writers have no clue. They just really wanted to introduce her. I'm still not sure how the seasons work in this universe, but okay. I do really like the attempt to show that the Schnees are not like emotionally close and open the way that Ruby is used to with her family.
Well, this is nice, I think.
It's so weird though. Winter is so much more like cold than she is later in the show. Like she seems so mean here.
So much of Beacon is different from Atlas. The government and school are completely separate. Can you believe it?
I'm more than familiar with how this kingdom handles its bureaucracy.
Like I get she loves Weiss, but she seems mean in a way that I wish was called out, especially with all like the hits and the harsh critique of Weiss.
Nor did I come here to watch my own blood fail so miserably in battle.
We won!
Only a novice would refer to that as a victory.
Like she never gets called out for that, and that does annoy me. Like I don't like it all being played off for laughs.
How have you been?
I'm actually in the very top ranking of our sparring class.
Silence, you boob! I don't recall asking about your ranking. I asked how you've been.
I mean, that is nice, I guess. It's just the physical abuse kind of makes it hard to appreciate that.
Are you making new friends?
There's Ruby. Boo.
So this is the leader you wrote of. How appropriately underwhelming.
Thank you.
I need to know what Weiss wrote in those letters immediately, and I need to know how gay it was.
I wish to thank you for taking an interest in my sister.
The honor is in my court.
Not Winter shipping it. I mean, I know she doesn't, but it's funny to imagine that she does. Winter's like, that'll stick it to Papa Schnee. That'll stick it to him. I'm just remembering all the jokes of Jacques being like, is there anyone in this family who likes men? And Whitley is like, I do, father. And we all died.
Just so you're aware, the bunk beds only look unstable.
Bunk beds?
I love that she has no clue what a bunk bed is. Oh, not us abandoning Ruby. She'll be fine. I know Winter's eyebrows are only black so that we can actually see them because everyone here is pale as a corpse. I don't know. I kind of wonder if Winter had naturally black hair and was made to dye it white because, you know, the Schnee branding. Because I think that's what Jacques did with his hair. I don't know. That would have been cool. But again, that's me doing work on behalf of the goddamn show as usual. Ugh.
Hey, yeah. I'm talking to you, Ice Queen.
You'll have to specify there are multiple Ice Queens on set. I do kind of like the crow's hair. It looks like bird feathers because, you know, crow. And also, I forget who pointed this out way back. Oh, hi, Raven.
Hello.
Would you like to be relevant to the plot? No? Okay, whatever. Bye, Raven. What was I saying before she so rudely interrupted the bitch?
So that gaudy ship of yours in town? I guess you're here too.
I'm standing right before you.
So it would seem.
Oh yeah, Crow's theme is red like roses but inverted, and then Winter's is mirror mirror but inverted. And I really, really like that. I really like using the music to, you know, connect the characters that way. You can always count on the goddamn score to do the heavy lifting in this fucking show.
You Atlas specialists think you're so special, don't you?
It's in the title.
Not them actually knowing they wrote a redundant line and doing it on purpose. I'm so not used to that. I do live for the dragging of Atlas. I do. Atlas is like so overstepping. It's ridiculous.
You know what you really are? Bunch of sellouts. Just like your boss.
But again, it feels very underplayed. It feels like it should be more than what it is. Like, again, what I talked about last volume, Atlas should be more of an antagonistic force than they're portrayed as.
It's time for you to go.
What?
Listen to Big Sister, Weiss. She'll protect you. Just like Atlas is gonna protect all of us, huh?
If you won't hold your tongue, then I will gladly remove it for you.
Come take it.
Because, like, we keep saying that Atlas is overreaching, but we don't do anything with it. So it makes Crow's comments feel a bit, like, much. When it's like, no, he should be correct, though.
Some crazy guy just started attacking my sister. Oh, no. Who would do such a thing? It's my uncle! What? Take her fight, Uncle Crow!
I love RWBY going, oh, no, that's horrible. And then she sees who it is, and she's immediately, like, for the violence. That is cute as fuck. Oh, also, though, nice touch with Mercury recognizing Crow and then bailing. That's a nice touch. The music is so good. I will say the fight, though, I'm not really impressed. It's a lot of just slashing very fast, and the frame rate is not helping. Oh, nice touch with the glyph, though. I will say because the glyphs are the Schnee semblance and it's hereditary, it does feel a bit weird. I'll talk about that next episode, but it's like, I feel like there was a way to structure this to have it work, but also not feel as much of an ass pull. I do like Winter's sword being able to split in two so she can dual wield. That feels like a nice way to differentiate her fighting style from Weiss's. Winter doesn't feel like she would be as much of a ballet dancer as Weiss while she's fighting. Winter feels a lot more practical, more of like a conventional fighter. Whereas Crow has the sword, but it can turn into the scythe, but you know, they're scythe teasing us because they're monsters. I mean, I guess the sword is a more practical solution in terms of fighting than a scythe, so I get it. Oh, the introduction of the summoning. Okay. But it is a thing where it's like, it feels like an ass pull because there was no mention of that, like the semblance being able to do that before. Again, it's a case of like, tell us what something or someone can do before you whip it out, because it's like, if you do that, it's going to feel like an ass pull, which it does. Ooh, I really like the color of Crow's eyes, though. The fact they're like this, like, dry red pink. It kind of makes me think of like a rosé, almost. I really like it.
Oh, shit!
Ironwood is like, Winter, now is not the time for spectacle. This is not good advertising. Oh, hi, Penny. You know, I also have thoughts on Penny this volume, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I have a lot of thoughts, clearly. I never shut up.
There is a sanction fight happening just around the corner at the Coliseum that I can assure you has better seats and popcorn.
Break it up, everyone.
Is this the first time we've seen Ozpin so far this volume? That feels too late.
Hi, did you miss me? Did you miss me?
Nope.
Crow.
Oh, Ruby's so cute. Oh, immediately I love their dynamic. Where Crow's kind of an asshole, but like you can tell he has such a soft spot for RWBY. It's so adorable. I'm not even going to touch on the secret dad crack fan theory. I don't care about that part. I just care that they're adorable.
And suddenly your recklessness makes sense. You're just mad because he whooped butt. That was a draw at best.
RWBY is like, that man is my hero. And I'm like, I get it. I get it. I mean, he's a mess and a disaster, but I understand. I so appreciate the use of the gears for visual framing in Ozpin's office. Bless.
If you were one of my men, I would have you shot.
If I was one of your men, I'd shoot myself.
Slay! Slay!
What a bar. What a bar. I mean, same. Osmond's office is a lot greener than it was before, and I really like that. I'm like, oh my god, the sets have color now. It only took 3 seasons!
He was drunk. He's always drunk.
I'm loving all the conflict in this room. I love that they're saying our enemy because they don't want to clue the audience in on what's actually happening. They're like, no one say Salem's name. No one say Salem.
They had reason to assume you'd been compromised.
And I have reason to assume you don't need to be here. Seriously, who invited her?
I seriously don't know why. Like, why have Winter here if, like, you don't get to, like, have her be involved in these scenes and she's only here for 2 episodes? Like, why even have her? Ugh, whatever. Okay, seriously, what's Winter's age? Like, how old is she? And how old is Crow? Like, how old is anyone in this show? Like, do we know?
Your little infiltrator isn't just another pawn. They're the one responsible for Autumn's condition.
Oh, and we say Autumn because we don't want to say Amber or the Fall Maiden. Okay, let's use code names and shit because we know the audience is listening.
We're the ones that keep the world safe from the evils no one even knows about. When you brought your army to Vale, did you think you were being discreet? Or did you just not give a damn?
Discreet wasn't working.
I am wondering if Ruby's dad knows about this because Crow knows about it, but whatever.
You're here because Ozpin wanted you here. He made you a part of this inner circle and opened your eyes to the real fight that's in front of us.
Yeah, this is also making me go, like, how old is Ironwood? How did he become, like, the leader of the Atlas military? How did he become, like, General End Headmaster? Because all of that, like, would paint the context of who he is going into this. But it feels like we just have so many blank spaces. By Taylor Swift.
A guardian is a symbol of comfort, but an army is a symbol of conflict. There's an energy in the air now. If this is the size of our defenses, what is it we're expecting to fight?
Yeah, like, they're saying there's tension, but we're not seeing it. I don't feel that. Like, I haven't been feeling tension the last 3 episodes. I've just been feeling general confusion.
And you know what? What was that?
It appears we have a new access point.
I do like the touch that Ironwood putting his scroll on the table is what allows Cinder's virus to jump from the beacon system to his system. That's a nice touch. Again, done through the visuals, done through the Black Queen.
The last of the heavy lifting is being taken care of, thanks to our clever little friend.
How is her pauldron staying on? Like, what is it attached to? It's just floating over her shoulder. The fuck?
Go to your rooms. I'll prepare everything for tomorrow.
Go to your rooms? What? I thought teams all shared a room. Like, it was 4 to a room. Whatever. Okay.
Let's give the crowd a good fight.
Okay, the fact that Cinder can, like, hack in and, like, control the matchups, that's a good touch. I really like that. It does tell you that the villains are actually in control. So it gives them a little bit of, I don't know, authority, like evil authority. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean.
My evil plans are all coming together.
Yeah, I don't know. This volume is technically, I guess, competent so far. It's just, I'm not feeling the tension the way that I feel like I should be. It feels like there should be more tension, more drama, but I feel like a lot of that also just kind of comes from the fact that we've been, like, fucking around aimlessly the last 2 volumes, so there's only so much we can do. I don't know, it's frustrating because it's like you keep glimpsing that RWBY has an amazing foundation, and every time the best they can do is like, And now, Chapter 4, Lessons Learned. What lessons have been learned? I'm not sure. I could make a joke about the fact that the show will never learn the lessons it needs to, but I'm not going to.
Love the outfit, kid.
I'll try not to get blood on it.
Can't promise you'll leave without a scratch.
I won't be the one bleeding.
Oh, I like her.
Ooh, time for the Coco fight. I shouldn't love this fight as much as I do, but you know. Coco's character has been ruined for me because of the Coco Chanel shit, but I still love her design and I love her attitude, so I'm gonna cling to it. Cling, I say. And I do also like the fact that this episode shows how ruthless Emerald and Mercury really are, and also clues us into Emerald's semblance, Because like Emerald and Mercury haven't really been doing anything up until this point. See, that's the thing. Because Cinder's team has to be like quiet infiltrators, they don't actually get to have run-ins with the protagonists. They don't get to like actually fight. They have to play nice and just stay in the background unnoticed. So when they finally get to do something, I'm like, thank God it took you long enough. Oh, not the coffee stands in the audience. I'm the One. Also, an incomprehensible song, but I still love the vibe. I love the I'ma kick your ass vibe of the song. Where did Mercury drop from? Good Lord. Oh, it just being Mercury, though. Like the fact he can handle them, no prob. I will say, choosing Yatsu and Coco for this was a mistake. Yatsu looks strong, but he looks like he doesn't have a lot of like agility. And same for Coco, because her weapon doesn't look like something she can bring around very easily. So you pick the ranged fighter and like the big burly tank.
Hello there.
You probably would have been better off if it's just two of you picking Fox and or Velvet. Like the ones who can actually move around quickly. Because what you've basically done is you've just sent in your two stationary targets that are very easy to dodge.
Get over here! Coco!
Ooh, okay. Emerald's weapon, like grabbing Coco and dragging her into the forest set to like that choir. Something about that felt so freaky and I dig it. I really dig it. I don't know. The fact that Emerald can like grab people with her chains, that's really sick.
Get the fuck over here!
Oh, the kick transitioning into Coco, that was good. Yeah, Mercury's fighting style here is super impressive actually.
I take it back. I don't like her.
Oh my God, the sunglasses being broken to like make the tension go higher because they're an iconic part of her design that you've just fucked with, but also we can see the fear in Coco's eyes. That's good. That's good. That's good. See, it's like when they know what they're doing and they're doing it well, I'm like seated. I'm seated.
Coco!
Watch out, she's in the trees.
And with that final blow, Yatsuhashi is eliminated.
What?
Ooh, the hallucination semblance. I also love the sound that goes with it too, to let you know it's happening.
Coco!
I always appreciate when those more abstract semblances have the sound to go with them so that you know concretely when they're being used. If you're astute, you can pick up on it. But even if you're like not sure what's going on, you hear it and you're like, what is that? What's happening? Something's happening.
Damn.
Hello there.
I'm going to count this as a reparation for breach. Thank you very much. Okay, where is this? This weird pavilion thing. It's cute. Where the hell is this? Is this on Beacon or something? Or is this like a giant thing that Winter can bring with her wherever she goes for fancy brunches?
I was merely needed to oversee the transport of additional units to Vale. Our last shipment was lost to an ambush. I believe you had a run-in with its cargo, actually.
Such a bullshit way to explain the Paladins. I hate it so much. Ugh.
You've done well out here on your own. You should be proud.
I am wondering if Winter has the same racist tendencies Weiss did in Volume 1, because, like, that is a Schnee family thing, but I don't imagine the Atlas military feels all that differently about the Faunus.
Every Schnee has the ability to summon. We have for generations.
I've tried. It's the one thing I'm having trouble with.
We Schnees are unique. Unlike many, our semblance is hereditary.
We have for generations, she says when it goes back, like, 2, maybe. The whatever. Like, there's been no mention of summons up until this volume, and it's so random.
Your semblance is like a muscle. If you only focus on one aspect of it, if you fail to test the limits of what you think is possible, then you'll never truly grow.
I mean, I do like that as a general lesson of, like, expanding your horizons as a person. That's cute. And the semblance being hereditary, I don't mind that specifically because I feel like the Schnees, being a Schnee is so, like, integral to your identity, and semblances are an expression of that. So I think having your semblance be hereditary can show the influence that a family name can have on your very sense of identity. Like, I think it would be cool actually if more prominent families that were like that had hereditary semblances. I feel like that could be cool. But I would also like to see how it differs. Like, how is the semblance slightly differently expressed between different characters in the same family?
I come across a small village in the swamps west of Mistral. I needed information. I decided to start my search at the town's inn.
Ah, yes, we're using the 2D for the story. I don't mind that, actually. I think that's actually kind of clever and cute. And I actually kind of really like this style for it. Oh, yes, Crow is a frickin' pervert, of course.
I was defeated by the mere sight of the innkeeper's skirt length.
You are the worst!
Oh yeah, wasn't Ty supposed to be on a mission? Like, what mission is he doing that he can't be here? And does he know about all the... y'all know. Does he know about the Salem shit? We've never specified.
We totally saved Vale while you were gone.
Funny, because I heard Vale suffered a grim attack after you almost managed to stop a train.
Oof, a reminder that y'all got your asses whooped last volume. Yeah. I mean, I do kind of like this insight that something is wrong, like that was too easy, but also y'all didn't win.
Violence hasn't dropped since Roman got nabbed. It's stopped. Completely. No White Fang activity anywhere around the city. You cut off the head of a King Taijitu, but now the second head's calling the shots.
But like, the breach as a whole, I'm like, this reframing of it to try and make it more of a big deal than it was does feel like an ass pull.
You know the general?
I know everybody to some extent. Remember, you're talking to a member of the coolest team to ever graduate Beacon.
Oh, Team Stark, the team that we all write fan fiction about, but we'll get nothing for. Not you strategically covering Raven's face, you bitch. Yeah, her fixating on the image of Raven. I'm like, have you never seen that picture before? Has he never mentioned Team Stark to you? Like, once?
You're gonna go far. But only if you keep learning. If you never stop moving forward.
Oh, that was a nice nod to Monty, because his thing was always like, keep moving forward. Oh my god, a little caterpillar. I don't know, like I have it at the end of my videos like as a nod to him, but also just because that's a thing that I try to remember. It's like no matter what happens, you just keep moving forward, you keep living, you keep experiencing new things, you keep learning.
I can't.
Stop doubting yourself.
I'm trying.
Will you please stop hitting her? I would like it if Weiss would call her out for that. Please, God. Okay, the subtle lighting effects, I see them and I dig them. I dig them a lot. There's a lot more bloom and lighting effects this volume, and I'm kind of digging this like very sunset energy. Even if it's not sunset, it feels like sunset.
I don't need his charity.
But you do need his money. I may have been in a similar situation when I joined the military.
Why would he cut me off like that?
To control you, my darling. That's how that works.
You can either call him, beg for his money back, and explain once more why you want to study at Beacon over Atlas. Or you could continue to explore Remnant, discovering more about the world and, honestly, more about yourself.
You know, that was really nice. I like that we're focusing a bit on Weiss, like defying her father, because that hasn't really felt like a prominent part of her character up until this point. I really dig that. God, I wish Winter was actually in this volume for the whole time. Oh, Mirror Mirror Part 2! Oh my god, Teeny Sword. I don't know about y'all, but I hear the lyrics of Mirror Mirror Part 2 and I feel personally dragged. I do. I really do. Good for Weiss. Good for Weiss. Yeah, that was nice. It's just... Again, it's like, it feels like this volume doesn't quite know what to focus on. I think the general vibe of like, you never stop learning, you never stop growing. It does make sense for this as a more like mature volume. I think especially following up on some of the stuff the end of Volume 2 touched on, with them questioning why they're doing what they're doing. Again, it's just like this volume, like the whole show, it's like we're not focusing on the right things, though. It feels like we're not building the tension we should be. We're not using the characters the way that we should. Yeah, like it doesn't feel like we're building to like some great disaster. It feels kind of just like things are happening and people are saying there's more going on, but I don't feel the like looming dread. I don't. Oh well. The fights also have taken quite a dip, but I think outside of that, I don't know. There's something in the presentation of this volume that I like. It feels a bit darker, a bit more grungy than usual, and I really dig that. It's weird. It feels like in some areas this volume is an improvement, but in other areas it's dropping the ball. You know. Because I remember, I think Volume 3 is kind of a fan favorite, specifically for how it ends, but no one really talks about the first half, and going back, I can see why, because nothing's happening.